Hello, my beautiful people. So, have you ever wondered why your role in the family, like being the oldest, middle, or youngest, seem to shape your personality? Alfred Adler believed that our birth order, an early struggle, and how we try to feel important all play a big role in who we become. As we deal with the feelings of not being good enough, that is your inferiority complex, we start to build our own way of living, that is your lifestyle. Try to find meaning and connection, that is social interest, and create our identity in our own way, that is our creative self. In the Maya story, you are going to see how all of these ideas come to life. So now we'll talk about the girl who danced in the shadows. Maya had always been quite the kind of girl who sat in the back of the classroom watching rather than speaking. Growing up as a middle child between a high-achieving older brother and an adorably spoiled young sister, she often felt invisible, no trophies on the wall, no applause at recitals, just in between. At 10, Maya decided she would never outshine them, but she could find her own light. She started dancing, not on stage, but in her room alone. She would choreograph routines to songs no one else listened to. Her mother called it a cute hobby, and her father barely noticed. But Maya, it became her world. Those feelings of inferiority were like weights in her chest, but she did not let them break her. She used them. Her routines became stronger, her moves more expressive. She was not dancing for applause anymore. She was dancing to express what world could not see or say. By high school, she joined a small after-school dance club, not to perform, but to help other quiet kids like her feel unseen. She became known not as the best dancer, but the most supportive, the one who cheered the loudest when others succeeded. She had developed a unique lifestyle, a quiet confidence built around helping others find their rhythm. One day, her teacher asked her to lead a workshop for the younger students. At first, she hesitated. The old fear of being not enough crept back in. But she remembered what she had learned. Significance does not come from being better than others. It comes from helping others rise. She stood in front of the class, heart pounding, and danced, not for herself this time, but for all the kids still hiding in the shadows. So now here we'll try to connect our story with the Adler's theory. For example, Maya feels overlooked and invisible, and this is the inferiority feelings. She channels her feeling into the dance. This is striving for significance. She develops a unique coping and success strategy based on creativity and empathy, and this was her lifestyle. And she begins helping others and find meaning in the community and connection. That was the social interest. And Maya actively shapes her destiny rather than passively accepting it. This is her creative self. So Alfred Adler's individual psychology is a holistic approach to understanding personality, emphasizing the uniqueness of the individual and the importance of social context. Developed in the early 20th century, Adler's theory was a major departure from Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytical theory, shifting the focus from unconscious desires to purposeful behavior and the social connectedness. So here is the breakdown of Adler's individual psychology as a personality approach. First, he talked about striving for superiority. The central motivation in life is not pleasure, as Freud suggested, but a drive to overcome feelings of inferiority and to strive for significance and mastery. People always trying to improve themselves and their situations, and this is often called as striving for perfection, and it is the core concept of individual psychology. And here comes with the striving of superiority or perfection comes the inferiority and compensation. Everyone experiences feeling of inferiority, especially in their childhood. These feelings drive us to compensate by developing skills, improving ourselves, and finding our place in the world. When overcompensated, this may result in superiority complexes or neurotic behaviors. And the second core concept is social interest, a key indicator of mental health. Social interest is the innate potential to live cooperatively and contribute to the welfare of others. Healthy personality development depends on cultivating empathy and meaningful social bonds. And here we'll talk about the lifestyle. Each person develop a unique lifestyle or consistent pattern of thinking, feeling and acting shaped by early experiences, especially within the family. This lifestyle is a way of achieving goals and overcoming inferiorities, and it tends to remain relatively stable unless there is the intervention like some therapy. So here we'll talk about the creative self. Adler believed that humans are not merely products of heredity and environment. The creative self gives individual the power to shape their personality and life. People actively construct their reality and goals rather than reacting passively. So here he also talked about the major core concept, that is birth order. Adler emphasized the influence of family constellation on personality. Like first-born child often are responsible, organized and authority-oriented. And the middle children, they are competitive, diplomatic and flexible. And the youngest one, they are sociable, pampered and risk-taking. Only children, they are mature, perfectionist kind and sometimes dependent. So Adler's theory of personality emphasizes that who we become is deeply influenced by early social environment, particularly our position within the family. According to Adler, birth order plays a crucial role in shaping our self-perception, coping strategies and interpersonal behavior. So he said that these patterns are not rigid rules but rather tendencies that emerge as we strive for significance and belonging. Adler's approach of personality reminds us that personality is not just inherited, it is shaped by our roles, our inferiority complexes, relationships and the meaning we attach to them from an early age. I hope you like this topic, and if you like this topic, you can always subscribe my channel. Thank you.